Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Learn English Naturally. You know, we love taking these deep dives into all sorts of topics.
Yeah.
And today we're going straight to the heart of knowledge,
Oh, I like that.
the library.
The library. That's right.
So if the thought of walking into a library and having to speak English
Oh, yeah.
makes you a little nervous,
I can see that.
we're going to give you all the vocabulary and phrases you need
Right.
to just navigate it like a pro.
Exactly.
So let's jump right in.
Okay.
You know, I'm all about practical tips.
Yes?
What are some of those vocabulary words we need to know?
Well, first off, you have to know how to say the word library, which is Asilla.brer.
Scylla.brer.
And then, of course, we have the librarian, Lovmaspern.aber.brer.
Livis.brer. The person who's there to help you find all the good stuff.
Okay.
And of course, to borrow books, you'll need a library card. Sulla.brer.
Right.
.brer.
Right.
Slihe.brer. Prayer.
I have definitely experienced that moment of panic when I realized I left mine at home.
Okay, so let's say we have our card, we're ready to go. What other kind of vocabulary are we going to need?
Well, when you find that book, you're going to borrow C sheet DDTC. And of course, you need to return you just stayed at the bird.
That's a TSG.
And of course, you need to return Ringsistenet by the due date.
The state. Oh, speaking from experience, those can be tricky.
It can be tricky.
Yeah.
And if you don't return a book on time, you might have to pay a late fee, les fichte.
Oh, no.
But the good news is if you need more time with a book, you can renew-reuse it. So you get to keep it a little bit longer.
Okay, that's good to know. So we've covered the basics of borrowing and returning books. What about the different sections of the library?
Yeah.
You know, I can remember walking into a large library for the first time,
Right.
feeling overwhelmed.
Like a maze.
Yeah.
Don't worry, libraries are meant to be organized. You'll often find a reference section. Soms. Sansambershing and Sonk and things where they keep dictionaries and encyclopedias and things like that.
Yes.
And then if you need a quiet place to study or read, there's usually a study areas in university.
Yes. I spent a lot of time in those study areas in university.
Me too.
Okay, so let's talk about finding those books.
Okay.
Most libraries have a catalog in making,
Okay.
which is like this giant searchable database of all their materials.
It is.
Oh, the library catalog. I remember struggling with that at first.
So many options.
So many options here.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we're looking at the catalog or we're just browsing the shelves,
Yes.
we'll see fictional tricks
Exactly.
and nonfiction stories.
Yeah.
The made-up stories
Okay.
and the made-up stories
Okay.
for real things.
What about audiobooks?
Gotcha.
Sureshes.dbooks and ebooks and BK.
All those are becoming more and more popular.
Yeah.
It's just .dw. You can listen to a book,
Right.
a digital book.
I love that libraries are keeping up with technology.
They are.
It's not just books anymore.
No, and don't forget, most libraries offer free Wi-Fi. Yes, they are incredible resources, and we've only just scratched the surface here.
Yeah.
But we've covered a lot of vocabulary.
We have.
So I think it's time to practice using some of these words in some common phrases.
Okay.
You might hear at the library. What do you think?
Let's turn this vocabulary into action.
I love it. Let's do it.
Okay. So imagine you've stepped into this library
Okay.
and you're ready to explore, but first things first.
Yeah.
You need a library card.
Okay, I can do that.
Let's see how that conversation might go.
Okay.
So I'll be the librarian, you be the eager library goer.
Perfect. I'm walking up to the desk, a little bit shy, but excited.
Okay.
Hi, I'd like to get a library card. What do I need to do?
Welcome to the library. You just need to fill out this application and provide a photo ID and proof of address.
Okay, great. I have my driver's license and a bank statement. Will that work?
Yes, that's perfect. Once you've completed the application, we'll process it and you'll receive your library card in the mail within a week.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Oh, one more question. How many books can I borrow at a time?
You can borrow up to 10 books at a time and they're due back in 3 weeks.
Great. Thank you again.
You're welcome. Enjoy the library.
Okay, mission accomplished.
You did it.
I did it. That wasn't so scary.
No.
So I have my card and I am ready to tackle these bookshelves.
Okay, let's go.
I'm in the mood for a good mystery novel. What do I do next?
Well, you could head over to the fiction section and browse the shelves,
Okay.
or you can ask a librarian for a recommendation.
Oh, I love recommendations. Let's ask a librarian.
Okay.
Excuse me. I'm looking for a good mystery novel. Do you have any recommendations?
I'd be happy to help. Are there any authors or subgenres that you particularly enjoy?
Let me think. I really like psychological thrillers with like those unexpected twists.
Okay.
You know, keep me guessing till the end.
In that case, I highly recommend Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. It's a gripping thriller that definitely fits your criteria.
Fantastic. I've heard great things about that book. Thanks
Yeah.
for the suggestion.
You're welcome. And while you're here, let me show you how to use our online catalog.
Okay.
It's a great way to search for books and even place holds on items that are currently checked out.
That sounds incredibly helpful.
Yeah, it is.
I'm definitely going to need some guidance with that, though.
No problem. I'll walk you through it.
This is amazing. It's like having a personal book concierge.
I know, right?
Okay, so let's fast forward a few weeks. I've devoured Gone Girl.
Okay.
I'm back at the library, but I need to renew it
Oh,
because I have a few chapters left.
let's see how that conversation goes.
Okay, hi. I need to renew this book. Is that possible?
Of course. Do you have your library card with you?
Yes, here it is.
All right, you're all set? You've renewed the book for another 3 weeks.
That is fantastic. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Enjoy the rest of your book.
I'm feeling like such a confident library user now.
Yeah, you're doing great.
But I have to admit, sometimes I get a little overwhelmed by all the different resources and services libraries offer. It's not just about books anymore, is it?
Not at all. Libraries have evolved into vibrant community hubs offering so much more than just books.
Tell me more, like what other things could I find at my local library?
Well, you might find book clubs, writing workshops, computer classes,
Really?
film screenings,
Wow.
even yoga classes.
That's incredible. I never realized how much was going on at libraries.
There's a lot.
Yeah, it sounds like there's something for everyone.
There really is. And you know, a lot of libraries have special collections or resources that cater to their communities.
Okay.
So, for example, a library in a neighborhood with a large immigrant population might have a multilingual collection
Oh, that's great.
or offer, English as a second language classes.
That's a great example, and it shows how libraries are really adapting to the needs of their communities.
Right.
And becoming more inclusive and accessible.
Exactly. And let's not forget about all those digital resources
Oh, yeah.
that are available through your local library. You can access online databases, ebooks, audiobooks, streaming services, all from home.
It's like a whole world of information and entertainment
It is.
at your fingertips.
Mm,
Starting to feel a bit overwhelmed,
I know it's a lot.
but in a good way.
In a good way.
There's just so much to explore at the library.
And remember those friendly librarians?
Yes.
Are there to help
Oh,
and guide you?
yes. One of my biggest takeaways today is that libraries are so much more than just repositories of books.
Right.
They're dynamic spaces
Yeah.
that foster learning and creativity and community.
Couldn't agree more. And they're constantly evolving, so there's always something new to discover.
So what advice would you give to our listeners who maybe are feeling a bit hesitant about stepping into a library?
I would say don't be intimidated.
Yeah.
Libraries are welcoming spaces for everyone. Just walk in, take a deep breath, and start exploring.
Love that.
And don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yes.
Librarians are truly passionate
Yeah.
about connecting people with information and resources. And they would be delighted to help you on your library journey.
You might discover a new passion, learn a new skill, or meet some interesting people along the way.
Exactly.
Libraries are full of surprises.
I love that. Okay, so I think we've covered a lot of ground today.
I think so.
From vocabulary and phrases to cultural insights and, the evolving role of libraries.
Yeah,
We've given our listeners a lot
we have.
to be more confident in using the library.
And now that you've got all the tools,
Yes.
we encourage you to visit your local library.
Yes.
See what treasures you can find.
And hey, while you're there, why not practice your English with a librarian?
there you go.
You might be surprised how much you learn and how much you enjoy that interaction.
Absolutely.
Now, before we wrap up,
Yes.
I have a thought-provoking question I
Okay.
want to leave with our listeners.
All right.
In this digital age with so much information available online,
Yeah.
what do you think the future of libraries is?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, share your ideas in the comments section below. Yes, we'd love to hear from you.
And that brings us to the end of our deep dive into the world of libraries.
It does.
Thank you for joining us on this journey of language and literacy. We hope you gained some valuable insights
Yes,
and are feeling inspired to visit your local library soon.
definitely.
Don't forget to subscribe to Learn English Naturally
Yes.
for more deep dives into fascinating topics and practical English learning tips.
Exactly.
And until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep embracing the power of language.
See you next time.